Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. I haven't worn these pants in a while. All right, bud. Giving you to yeah. You do have to shower tonight. Okay. You know where to find me if you need me. Okay. I'm literally contemplating whether or not to put deodorant on. I don't want to. I don't want to. All right, let's do weekend energy. Let's do weekend energy. Oh. Hello. Hello, donkey. It's so hot right now. Okay. Fucking A. I literally just got pulled to 5 decks. So 5, obviously is change. Actually, I want to hang this up because it's wet. That's all. Just drape it. Holy shit! I almost want to. I feel like my hair is like glued in one direction. I'm like having a hot flash or something, and I can't take my sweatshirt off because I don't have a bra on. So I'm hoping it passes. Which is ironic because my period has been off again. So, which I wasn't even going to bring up, but I don't know, like, if you notice, like, is your cycle shifted? Like, I don't fucking know. But I'm like, man, my breasts haven't been sore in a couple months. Like, I literally, it just dawned on me the other day when it was like, and I remember the symptoms so well because, you know, thinking I was pregnant months ago. So, like, and then it was like, that's weird. And then I literally just took my freaking bra off for the shower and I was like, ow. So it's like way off. Like, not like way off. So I'm going to do each element again. Always look for the timestamp. What I'm going to do is I want to do only 20 minutes, but before I had the 20-minute timer on, and then I'd hit repeat, and then it'd be like you got another 20 minutes. So now I'm just going to do 10 minutes, repeat it again. So I know, like, if I'm stuck on like only 2 decks and we got 5 fucking decks here. So how about we don't write with a red pen? WKIP in Cincinnati. I know I'm singing it wrong, but that's what's coming through. So I don't know if you're listening to a certain station. I don't even know what sign I'm going to do first. King of Pentacles. So we'll do Earth. Earth again. What's that? Wands. We'll do Fire next. Empress is Earth again. Wands again. Earth again. Earth again. Wands again. Earth again. Okay. So a lot of Earth and Fire energy this weekend, clearly. The Empress again. The King of Pentacles again. The fuck? What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh my God. Fire. Like, holy shit. You guys are like Earth and Fire. I literally am just wondering if I should just do Earth and Fire and do 2 different stories, because that was insane. So here's the thing. That's what I'm going to do, because it came to my head. Don't feel like it's taken away from you, because it's still 2 stories. So it's not pick a deck, pick a stack. It's you're getting 2 stories. Okay. So the majority was that with Earth. I'm going to base it on Earth, but it doesn't matter what you are. I got more water than anything in my chat. And so see what I'm saying? So those are clearly the energies that you are working with this weekend. That's good, though. It's grounding. It's exciting. It's stability, solidness, like Earth and Fire, like it's positive. So it really just depends on what's going on, like, in your life, really, but that's good energy, is so, and I must have did that like fucking 10 times. So, and I think last weekend it was like really water. Didn't you guys keep coming in as the Queen of Cups, like craziness, right? So again, Venus, is it's either 29 or it already went to 0 again. So, and I saw the Empress like 3 or 4 times. So it's the Empress energy as well. Okay. I really think it's just like Venus, though. So that type of energy can be heavy, but I will tell you that type of energy, it does make sense, because Venus rules every aspect, pretty much. Money, finances, health. Why did I say money and finances twice? Health, beauty, same category. Home life, like, so. But it's pulling me to, it's Venus, the Venus goddesses, but it's actually pulling me to Scorpio. Like the dark side. Not, I wouldn't say the shadow side. It's just the depth of Scorpio. So something might might be a lot of depth with whatever this is clearly regarding. Okay. So I just feel like I a droplet went over here. It did. So those are our main elements this weekend, okay? And again, water just came in too, so earth. It could be a completely different message too. It could be, a fire. So whatever we get. Weekend energy, Ciara. Happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Don't worry. And instead choose love and surrender to the waves. It's your destiny for love for sure. It's action. Now it's time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. And yes, this was in week 1. And technically we are going into week 2, but so these energies are still kind of lingering. And we got Peacock. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humanity and avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your own brilliance. So we'll get one more. Moose. Let your head and your mind reach the stars. You keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom of your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know so much. I feel like somebody feels like that was bleak, but I wouldn't. To me, that's like you're walking the earth, right? But we got water, earth. So you're gonna take action this weekend regarding something. Be the master of your own playful energy. Release expectations. Enjoy every day. Let go of worry. Instead, choose love. Surrender to the waves, which is emotion. Okay, take an action. Move forward. Have the confidence. You have the talents. Your quick wit, keen sense. So to me, it's like something's going to go down regarding emotions that you probably, know what to do. And your vibe is higher, but like it's like check it, but not check it like that. It's like, I don't know, it's fact checking. But you were born to shine. And I think it's you were born to ride. I don't fucking know. Whatever song that is. Classic rock. You were born to something, but shine and inspire. Okay? Avoid jealousy. Be grateful. That's probably why you got to check yourself. So it's going to be different for everybody. I do feel fire. Strong fire right there. Pisces energy too, but be grateful for life and more things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your own brilliance. So, morals, mortality came to me. Morals, values, check yourself. So some of you it's fact checking, or I don't know if like you want facts, you want answers before you even take action. Like if it's weird because it goes this way, but it's like the way it's looking. So fact, it sounds so weird coming out of my mouth, but checking facts. Like I know it's a thing, like it's used a lot, like fact checking. But it sounds so fucking weird coming out of my mouth. So I don't know if like you might be creating somebody might be working together, creating somebody. That's weird. But like fact checking. I don't know why. It's which is ironic again because it's the third card in, and that's what happened with the first weeks of energy. It was like that's the one that was like really speaking. So, and I want to say no, this one was further out. I remember that being the first one out though. But you got moose, right? Let your head and mind reach for the stars. Keep your feet grounded on this earth. Listen to ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know so much. So it's like inner wisdom. Again, fact checking. I don't know if you're looking for the truth, if you want the answers first, or if like something's a fact, like you know how like someone be like, oh my god, I love that, and the other person be like, facts. I don't think it's like that. It's more like precision. Like there's precision. So I think this is like it just told me to look at the main words: wisdom, vibrancy. And it's ironic that I'm going this way: wisdom, vibrancy, action, and happiness. So it's almost like check yourself. It's like your energy. So be careful who you hang around with before you even take action, because it could be something that makes you happy, but it's like you don't have the answers to something either. Tell me about happiness. So stay grounded, vibe high. Think about what really makes you happy before you even take action. Or this is vice versa. Someone's coming at you that, looks at you as like happiness. Nine of Swords reversed. So that's good. Because that's like trying not to stress out, looking at things like the energy subsiding, being a little lighter. Two of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. But like, so I hope you're not ignoring this. I don't think it's, well, I don't know. Because the Two of Swords reversed is almost like it's not really making a decision, not wanting to make a decision, So with the Page of Pence reversed, like, see, it's like it's not real stable. But it's like we got the Queen of Swords ready to cut somebody's head off over here too. So like, I don't know if you're like, this isn't making me happy. Like I'm stepping out of it. All I know is that regardless of what's going on, there is energy here that is subsiding. It's like a breath of fresh air or something. Well, I don't know to that extent. See, there's something heavy going on here. Others of you, the energy will definitely subside because you're already vibing. So clearly there's two different stories within this one read. Because that's not heavy. That's like grounded. You're already vibing. You're already grounded. But check yourself or check something, like fact check, like, so because I almost feel like somebody's ready to take action in regards to their happiness. And I almost feel like, I don't know if this is an ancestor. I felt like this one was, or somebody like the dead, somebody your loved ones watching over you. But if that's the case, like, check that ego, because that would be a face of like anger, ego. But peacocks could be completely, that can represent ego too a lot. Hey Siri, what's the exact definition of...
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the exact definition of. Check it out.
precision, but that what I picked up there was check. Precision is like I'm getting superb, like so that let me figure out the exact definition first because it's like oh, I forgot to hit start. I don't know why English dictionary even matters right now. The definition of precision. I don't really think it has anything to do with like or fact, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact or accurate. So see, yeah, so I didn't know like that. I would have looked at precision as something else like these other ones, calculation or like whatever you're doing, right? But and then I just heard check. We all just heard check. So the quality, condition, or the fact of the exact of being accurate. So that's a big message for some of you guys, like big message to fact check something. So this is just confirmation. So, but it's also adapting. Don't be jealous, be grateful. I don't feel like there's any calculation here. So, the quality of state of being precise or exact. If this is them trying to like check themselves, then it is you're bound to fail because somebody's trying to get something perfect. Like you were born to ride, and I'm telling you right now, if you're trying to get something perfect, it's going to be a fail. It's a given. Is what I'm being told. So if anybody is trying to make anything perfect right now, it's going to be an epic fail. All right, so that's like not being your true self. And if you don't understand that, then there's more work to be done. That's why I felt like looking in the mirror or something with ego or something. I'm telling you, it's something. And it's like I don't mean to sound like a fucking ass, but if you're trying to make something perfect, you're missing the whole concept of something. Get what I'm saying? It's like you're missing the bigger picture. Like make it simple, be happy, simplicity. So there needs to be simplicity with some of you guys. There is different energy here though. Like I know this is like being smart or whatnot, but I feel like this is like being grounded. Like it's so you're not grounded if you're trying to make something like perfect. Like you wouldn't be. So because if you were grounded, you would just go into something like differently. So I do feel like that was just a separate message for whomever when it comes to perfection. Just stop doing it because it's this is like telling me you have to check the facts or there's truth or something needs to be talked about. You're smart, you're grounded, you're vibing fine. Like listen to your intuition. So it does feel like it could be related to work or something really important because it's like move forward with confidence. Like it's action, almost like something's going to happen. Like now's the time to act. So like if you're not going to act because you don't feel good enough or lack confidence, or you're not going to act because your ego's getting in the way, or you're not going to act because you're trying to make something perfect and it's just not time yet, and blah 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 blah, blah and causing your fucking anxiety. See what I'm saying? Like no, then you're whacked, and I don't even use that word. You're whacked. Like what? Whacked out off your rocker. I don't know. That's weird because you're whacked. Like wiggity 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 whack. Like we were back in fucking early 90s. Fucking whacked. But even like when I'm saying whacked, I feel like whacked out. Like let's be out. When I said it the first time, it was like whacked. Like I don't fucking know. and not like Hungry Hippo whacked or like idiot whacked. Like, I don't fucking, man. I don't know if you're being hard on yourself. Like, I'm bouncing the fuck out of this. Tell me about action. I was just in the midst of somebody. So, FYI, somebody is not grounded. I'm not saying not to engage or figure out what's going on, but somebody is fucking not fucking grounded here. I'm so glad I just got pulled, right? I literally saw myself getting pulled out of that. I ain't fucking shitting you. I didn't even see myself going into it, but I saw myself getting pulled out of it. I was just deep in someone's energy. Like, I don't know if someone's freaking the fuck out, but this is saying the opposite. But there could be somebody around you freaking the fuck out. Because I'm getting you were born to ride. Like, so, like, there's something here that's positive. Like, I hope you can see the positive in whatever this is. Knife of Wands, and it's upright. So that is taking action. That is somebody that's like, it's quick too. So there is absolutely hands down action being taken. Now, I'm not going to say it's like player energy. Again, Two of Swords reversed, right? No. That's Two of Cups reversed. So there's something not mutual here. Or somebody feels like something's not mutual. See, to me, the energies are way different. You got energies that are not vibing. And I want to say in week 1, didn't I say something about the energies being off? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You might want to look into it. But again, fact check. Fucking. Like, be clear, precise, precision. Like, that's like knowing, making a decision, you know, and I do feel like something is unbalanced. And at the bottom of the deck, we did have the Two of Swords, and now we have the Two of Cups. And twos are all about decision makings and paths and partnerships, right? And that's not being balanced. That's not finding the balance. That's being off kilter. Oh my gosh, somebody is like anxiety is something. Like, I almost feel like they were trying to pull me out of something again. So whatever this is, I feel like be careful, because it might get real easy to get pulled into it. I don't know if you're going to get fucking blindsided, because I almost went into the energy again, like nothing. But this is the opposite of anxiety. So I don't know if it's like opposites attract, something about opposites this weekend, something about hot, cold, short, small, big, little. I almost said lateral, bilateral. Like, now I'm like getting like all technical. So again, I don't know if somebody's trying to perfect something here. Oh my, I need to get out of that. Tell me about vibrancy. So this is like Seven of Wands reversed. That's all about being vulnerable. So somebody that needs to be vulnerable is either protecting their pride or their ego. So instead of being jealous and all that, you know, this is restrictions coming down. So I don't know if you're going to notice yourself going into a particular energy where it's like your guard's down, but I don't think that's smart. The star reversed, feeling hopeless or lack of communication, if it's Aquarian energy. I don't think you want to let your guard down, because it's like precision, right? So that's a weird number. Hello? It is. Oh, perfect. Very exciting. What time? What are your hours tomorrow? Okay, perfect. Very exciting. Thank you. All right. You too. Bye bye. That was super sweet. She's like, have a safe night. My necklace and pendant is ready, which is that same exact color. And that pendant makes me like vibe. I can feel it. So, um, I don't know if you're protecting something. Like, I don't, again, it's like that energy, it's like off. I feel like there's a drop of water right there. Yeah, there is. Well, obviously it's for my hair, but and it's weird because I went this way again. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. I don't. I mean, I get it's okay to be precise with something, let your guard down. It really is. So I'm not quite sure. Justice. It's like something will go in your favor though if you do the right thing, and the right thing is like letting your guard down or something. Like letting go of some type of blockage, doing the right thing, finding balance. So, it's like even in order to find balance, doing the right thing usually is what comes first. So I don't know if you're doing it backwards. I don't know if there's perfection there. Like, it's a tough read. We got Queen of Pence at the bottom of the deck. So to me, you would know. So be careful you're not caught off guard. I don't really feel precautionary energy, but careful you're not being caught off guard with something. Well, of course you can be caught off guard, but fact check. Like, don't go into something without having answers, or don't go into something without looking into something. Don't go into something without some type of clarity. So, and if this is all one energy, this would just be kind of reminding you of your own happiness. The energy is going to be subsiding. It's time to do things that make you happy again. You got this under control. Just do the right thing. If you happen to have to let your guard down in order to maybe pursue something or do something in a certain way, do what's best for you. I think you'll make the right decision anyway because you're coming in as the Queen of Pence as well. So, and I wanted to say earlier that I'm not really feeling like anything like precautionary measurements, but just be precautious. Tell me about moose. To me, this is saying like you're grounded, like you're good, you have the answers. 10 of Pence. So that's positive. It's long term, it's contentment, it's solid, it's earth, and you are grounded, or keep your feet grounded. Listen to your ancient wisdom. That's that, whatever that is deep with the Eight of Cups. So it's like it might be a challenge. You might have a decision here. The Eight of Cups is like moving forward, leaving behind sorrow, like focusing on your happiness, knowing whatever's here or whatever just went down is not enough. This is telling me, especially right here, that it's like you're gonna have to make a solid decision. So I don't know if something's coming at you. And the Knight of Wands, I didn't want to look at it as player energy or anything like that, but like that's known to be like player energy. There's nothing solid about it. It's like in for a good time, not a long time. There's nothing solid or sturdy. Sometimes it's sexting or flirting. So you might want to be a little wary. I don't know if this is your guides. Like, so again, before you let your guard down or you do anything to a situation, you might want to start thinking about what really makes you happy before an energy can come in and try to alter that through words or something. Because you are fucking solid. And if it has to do with work or money, I would not even entertain that, because you're already solid. You know how to create. It's the Queen of Pence energy. What is this playfulness? Like, this is really about, what do you want? What's best for you? You are loved. You're here for a reason. Don't give up. So typically the Nine of Wands reversed would be giving up. So I don't know if you have energy around you that's really cold right now, or you're cold, because the Queen of Swords was at the bottom of the deck there. What is this Knight of Wands? You know, the Knight of Wands, though, it is action. It is confidence. You know, it is quick. You need a good fucking cry. Get ugly and get your cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. So you might have a masculine here letting go of something, or this is you. You know, let that shit go. Like you said, you did have the Eight of Cups. There's something more stable. So again, you might get tested, and you're going to want to fact check. I felt different energy, but I feel like a few minutes ago, I said to you too, like, if this is all one energy, you know, and now I'm feeling like this is all one energy, but there's energy around you that you have to be precise with. So if this is regarding a masculine, you know, just give it a good cry or something, because, or it's the masculine that needs to cry. All I know is that this is walking away from a person or an energy that chances are would be holding you back, and you know better. It's somewhat okay because it's the Eight of Cups, right? The Eight of Cups is not awful, but it's not the Ten of Cups. There's no contentment there, right? So again, we discussed that earlier about settling. You could be happy with your friends, your family, shooting the shit, singing fucking songs, getting high, just, you know, vibing high, and you got an energy that's like solo and angry and frustrated, and typically it's the look. And that's what I said in week 1 too. There's something about this look where it's like, because there's nothing solid about the Knight of Wands, guys. There's not. If it was the Knight of Pence, I'd be like, all right, opportunity's knocking. So I don't know if something comes in and you really, whether it's masculine or feminine, and it's like, again, lack of confidence, or somebody says something, or you just get into this energy, but it's like, remember, you're loved, because you have guides or something here. I know you do. And it is solid. So precision is definitely the key word with fact checking. And I keep getting dripped on, which is normal, right? My hair's a little wet, but It's almost like tears or release. It is linked to emotions. But once you release, you're gonna feel more loved or something. So and it's ironic. Look, I dropped the fucking ego. So you're dealing with somebody who has an ego. If somebody from your past is coming back, or you're dealing with your past or something, like this is like the hidden truth, something you don't know about, or messages that spirit wants you to know. But if you do the right thing, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel solid and stable, contentment. Like it's big. Okay, so there's unconditional love around you, or I love you unconditionally. So maybe somebody didn't really tell you how they felt, but again, I wouldn't justify that unless they're the ones doing the right thing. Because this is kind of like knowing where you stand. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Someone that turns a lot of things around on you, or recently just tried to do that. I want you, but songs remind me of you. I regret lying to you. So I don't know, troops. That's a big message there. Um, to me, it's almost like cry it out, like, or this could be somebody that's turning around and really truly doing the right thing and listening to their the knowledge, and walking away from something and really is truly going towards contentment. So I'm not going to get he said, she said, or you feel this way or they feel that way, because I think this is a situation where if this does come in, because there is action being taken, um, I think you're going to know what to do. Even if you're questioning energy, I mean, this could be that person being very precise with you, so in order to ground a situation, this could be somebody needing to let go of all that and really focusing on their happiness. So again, it's like we at the end of the day, we keep getting the same damn message. Like, it's listen to your intuition. It's on you on what you want to do here, because I just saw the raccoon, which is trickster energy too. So tell me about this Knight of Wands. Let your friends help you. That's usually manipulation for me with this deck. Sometimes it comes out differently, but this could be somebody like, oh, can you do this or check that, or text her or him, like, or this really could be sincere, because it says you need a good fucking cry. So there could be sincerity here. Can you tell me about let your friends help you? So I don't know if you have a good friend or a friend, like reconciliation. So somebody does definitely want to come back in, and you got very soon clearly decide what it is you want. Well, this is somebody who needs to take action. If they don't take action, there could be a loss. So there is some type of lack of confidence or something here. There's not much that's like solid. So I don't know if somebody needs a friend or a family member or something. Somebody could have learn a massive life lesson right there. I don't know if it's being out in the cold, near death experience. What's this Ten of Pence? All I know is that it's the Knight of Swords and the Four of Swords, going within, relaxing. I wouldn't really say meditating, thinking things through. Is somebody is stuck in their head, in their thoughts. I feel like this is stuck because it's the Four of Swords not really doing anything. So to me, it's like overthinking. But I do like where it's like, let your head and your mind reach the stars and keep your feet grounded. Listen to your ancient wisdom in the soul. Your ancestors speak through you. You know much. But like, this is like, oh man, there's like, it's like overthinking. I don't know how I feel about that vibe. Eight of Pence reversed. Like it's like not working. That's where that Eight of Cups was too. There's an eight here. There's a chance to repeat something. Eight's a repetitive too, but it also be infinity. It could be a good thing. Just saying, like, there's a chance of repeating something, but it wouldn't be something you want to repeat because it was the Eight of Cups, and then the Eight of Pence is reversed. So it's like no teamwork, not working out. So there's definitely precautionary energy here. I just don't know for who. I do feel like there's multiple energy here. 3, 4 people, maybe even more than that. Figure that shit out on your own. It's like lightning. Figure that shit out on your own. So don't be dragging nobody else into this shit. You got to do it yourself. And maybe someone's having a hard time because the Eight of Pence is reversed. Like someone's having a hard time doing it themselves. Shame, regret, guilt. But it's like those are all just bullshit. Forgive yourself, let that shit go. You're giving too many fucks. So somebody's overthinking a situation and it's not good. It is it really is like all over the place. But figure that shit out yourself. Stop asking other people, especially if like you're trying to ask friends for advice. Like some of you that's sincere because you need a good cry and there's somebody that can help you, right? But others of you is like that's not sincere. It's like asking somebody to deliver some type of message and it's like to see where somebody's at or something. It's not the best vibe. What does this let your friends help you? But this is like spirit saying, hey, you're loved. You want energy to subside? Wake up. Yeah, see, Six of Pence reversed. So, and when that comes to friendship, there's nothing solid there. There's nothing mutual. There's no reciprocity. Stop selling yourself short. Could be a masculine here that's dealing with the feminine, and it's like they're selling themselves short. But see, that let your friends help you. It's like, nah, it's like they need to fight themselves. This is somebody who just doesn't want to like fight for themselves right now or something. It's it's a tough dynamic. I'm gonna leave it at that because clearly I can keep going and going, but it's just a strong message. Like you are clearly like you, whether feminine or masculine, like you are loved. You got people watching over you. You're smart. You know what to do. If you do the right thing, you're okay. This could be coming at somebody with like more than just trying to get something perfect, but precision, being honest. Like, let's see what all this is. All this hidden oracle energy. Because if it's almost like if you let your guard down and do the right thing, something will pan out. Ace of Cups, the World, and Temperance reverse. So there's no balance right here right now. It's like all in moderation. But there is love, but something like needs to end. Like the door, like The door needs to shut before you can even open a new one. This almost just pulled me to what I said earlier when I wasn't even reading cards about if there's too many people in the picture, like certain doors need to be shut, like balance needs to be restored before you can come in and really start loving yourself or really start to work on anything else. So there's still energy in your field that's not good for you. I don't know if there's a friend here that's a foe, someone that led you in the wrong direction, or just somebody who wanted to leave the door open and your ego let the door stay open. Like there's so many different directions I can go here, but you're overthinking something and you're asking for advice when you have the answer already, but you're overthinking, you're trying to make something perfect. It's like I almost wanted to like keep going and spirit pulled me out again. Okay, so I don't know if that's a message saying take yourself out of it, or if spirit just doesn't want me to get wrapped up in telling you the same thing I've already told you. So, because now I feel like the solid one isn't even sitting here anymore. This is an energy that's still letting ego and pride and something from the past still weigh them down. Like there's something here regarding the past that is like exhausted finances and career and release your ex. There you go, bingo. Okay. So you got to make the effort to take yourself out of this. So, like I said, I swear I just mentioned this earlier in the reading about that third party, that ex, even though she or he is an ex, like there's your boundaries are still not there. You're not releasing, they're not making you happy. I don't know if you're playing happy, you're playing like everything's cool, everything's fine, you know, overstimulated, over focused on money, career, like financial issues are a factor. So I don't know if somebody wants money, 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 you know. So again, like I said, there's too many energies here. And when I was like, pull yourself out of it, it can be a message, this masculine needs to take fucking action and pull yourself out of this shit. You do have a friend, but right now there's no balance, there's no nothing. You might want a reconciliation, but you probably fucked him or her over too already in the midst of this chaos. And the problem is this energy is still here and lingering. And this person doesn't even make you feel loved. They don't make you feel worthy. They've brought you down. They've made you insecure. You second guess yourself. You're probably the type of person that's focused on money, 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 money because you don't even know how to cope with emotions because this is emotional and you just want to avoid the emotions. You have somebody over here that's vibing fucking high as fuck that you truly love, but you let your ego get in the way, and it's like now that you're some calm. I regret lying to you. Songs remind me of you. I want you. I blamed you. It wasn't fair. I do love you unconditionally, but you know what? You let your ego get in the way. You wouldn't let your guard down. Money, family, entertainment, business could have gotten in the way, but you know better. You're still overthinking a situation, and you're still asking other people for advice. And I could have sworn there was at least three cards or three messages saying this is about you. It's not about other people's fucking opinions. Figure that shit out on your own. Stop asking other fucking people to step in. You're never gonna figure it out if that's the case. You want that reconciliation, but it's like you can't have it. It's like you need to shut some type of door that you might think is shut, but it's not because there's still no balance. There's no, so I don't know what went down or what's going down, but all I know is that you got a woman over here bringing you down big time because you haven't fully let go. You have to release it. You're holding on for comfortable reasons or your ego or something. It's comfortable. It's strategic. It's something, or you're holding on for money because this situation doesn't make you happy. This is something that you hands down need to release, but you don't feel good enough to go in another direction. But you see how sad that is? You're still holding on to the person that brings you down. And clearly there was somebody there for you, but clearly games were played. So this is karma. If you can't be vulnerable and be authentic and be your own person and practice humanity and avoid jealousy, and it's the ego. Recognize, be your true self, recognize your own brilliance. You're still hanging out with energy that's bringing you the fuck down, and it looks like there's a woman that emasculated a man or something. Like there's just harshness, and that's not that Queen of Pence energy. That Queen of Pence energy was a different woman vibing on a whole fucking different level. And you have the Queen of Swords over here. So whether it's a friend, a family member, a work situation, it doesn't have to be everybody's sleeping with everybody. I can't stress that enough, but I feel like I have to because everyone's brain just goes to that. Maybe at one point, but this is like letting somebody control your own happiness. You don't have the guts. What the word that came to me is galls. You don't have the galls. So you basically, I'm gonna leave it at that because this is you reap what you sow. You put yourself in this situation. You take yourself out of it. If you choose not to, then oh well. Again, like I can't even feel bad because this is like being fully aware of you holding on to things you should no longer be holding on to, you not releasing, you holding on for your own comfort because somebody makes you feel, even though they're cold as fuck, they still make you feel loved, which is so fucked up, right? Five of Swords, Seven of Cups reversed. Like there's no confusion here. Like it's narcissism or it's a straight up bitch or somebody who just wants to like win to win. It's arguing. Like there's no confusion, but yet you're still fucking holding on to it. So shame on you. And stop asking other people for fucking opinions on the direction you want to go in. Like that's like even frustrating for me as a reader to still see that shit, to be fucking honest with you. And I'm gonna clearly give you my honest opinion. But apparently there's a good guy on the board or a good girl or something because it's like you need to cry. You are loved. Stop holding on to something that you don't even fucking want, but yet you don't have the balls to tell her or him the fucking truth. So, c'est la vie. And it's like, I'd love to say somebody's going to come in and do the right thing here, but it's like they're still looking for other people to like give them the fucking answers. Like fucking no. Grow up. Grow up. You're allowing yourself to be walked on. Story 2. And if you are taking care of this situation, then I'm proud of you and you should be proud of you and Spirit's proud of you. I just don't see anything saying that's going to happen. What I'm seeing and what's being presented is just heavily on your mind. Get the fuck out of heavily on your mind. Haven't you been heavenly in your mind for the last fucking year with what direction to go in? Like, what the fuck? It's ironic because I was in somebody else's energy and I don't even feel like this is my energy. I feel like there's some fucking resentment here of how something fucking played out because you didn't have the fucking guts to be a man or the guts to be a woman. And that's the way it is. And I, as a reader, do not feel bad saying that shit. At all. Story 2. So, I really hope for whoever that read was for, you make that fucking decision and get the fuck out of your situation because you clearly deserve so much more. It's a fucking given that you deserve more. Or you can stay and sulk. Story 2. Puffer partnership. Accept yourself and the colorful personality. Feel confident about being yourself. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. So this is regarding you and somebody else. You have a swan with grace. Who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me the wisdom of the light, help me transform into elegance and grace, inspire me with dignity, spirit, and beauty. Again, 2 and 2. Swans are extremely protective of each other. But there's an energy there that's throwing me off. Lizard, regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on a new cloak. You are the master of regeneration. If you look to that other read, be a survivor. I don't know what this is saying. And I hate when other reads come into this read. But that is a message for somebody. It's time for newness. To me, they can be extremely possessive, jealous. I don't know if they mate for life, but they can get violent and nasty when protecting. And I think that's why it's pulling me to the other read, because it's pulling me to like the jealousy. Like there's something, hey, jealousy. There's something here with jealousy. But it's like you need to recognize something in yourself. Because their faces, now I look at their faces, look weary. Like, yeah, like they're scared. Like, I don't know if this is a good idea. Like, don't step into any type of partnership or discuss partnership if, you know, you don't really know what you want. Like, look at their faces. Like, it is like precautionary, worrisome. You got protection over here, but you got jealousy. I don't know if you're protective of somebody, but you're in jealous mode. This is some strong ass fucking energy. Whether you're a masculine or a woman or not, like this is some strong ass masculine energy being projected. Like this is like when animals would fight for like a mate. This is like when an animal would spray their fucking territory. Like I'm telling you, like this is some heavy masculine spreading my fucking scent everywhere, swiping it. Like I don't even know. Like this is like heavy. So there is that depth of that Scorpio energy that I felt. Like this is like this is Jesus. What the fuck is this? It is very sweet and protective, but it is like jealousy at the same time, like rivalry. I kind of feel rivalry, but it's like you're also a survivor, and it's like I'm almost feeling like recoup, but like this is weariness, being scared. Like there's nothing settling here. So that makes sense. Accept yourself and personality. Like don't go into something trying not to be yourself. It could have been a past partnership. See, I fucking hate bringing reads into another read, but it can be something like that. Because this is like accept yourself. You have to be confident. This is joy. What brings you happy? Your community, nourish, protecting yourself. Ask for help. The other read did say something about a genuine friend, teamwork, best results. Like, so I'm telling you, like, there is a masculine energy here, weary as fuck, jealous as fuck, protective as fuck. Like, Like, you're mine is what I'm getting. And I like it, spirit's almost telling me like that's not a bad thing, but they need to check it. Here we go with the checking. So this is an energy that needs to check themselves. It's like you want to be with somebody. This is a reading where somebody wants to be with somebody, but it's like not even having the fucking confidence. Like the only time they have the confidence is if they're the Knight of Wands, when they don't have to make something solid, when they don't have to like settle the square, whatever that means. But you who glides through the water in my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity, spirit, and beauty. So there is a soulmate coming into your life, or a friend, or somebody you already have, but like clearly something is not working. I don't know if you already fucked up, but apparently you took yourself out of something because you're a survivor, and no matter what happens, you can adapt. So embrace this transformation and put on your fucking cloak and master this shit, whoever you are. Some of you, this is, I wouldn't say a continuation of read one, but this is part of read one. This is like somebody who really wants to be with somebody, and somebody is extremely graceful, probably vibrant, you know, chances are spiritual, somebody who just glides, they work through their soul, they're smart, they're light. This is energy that can help you transform. You're already going through a transformation. It's you learning to adapt. It's almost like you don't even want to get into the water. That's a puffin. There's water all around, but it's like you're on a rock. You're on a rock. It's like you're scared to do it because the one before failed. But it's like you're not even accepting yourself. Everything you're feeling, you're meant to be feeling. And that's so you can actually, if you were to actually get into a relationship moving forward, you would look at a relationship differently. So clearly, whomever you were with or whatever this was, you weren't serious. You weren't looking at relationships the way relationships should have been looked at. It was my way or the highway. I don't know if you attempted to get into another relationship or treat another person the same way as you did as the person who fucking hurt you, because you're the survivor here. So this is fucking like, this is like, it's a massive learning curve lessons. So everything you're feeling, if you're a fucking wreck and a mess, you're supposed to be, because you treated someone like shit multiple times. You kept trying to get away with it. And you probably treated the right person like a piece of fucking shit. Like he or she didn't fucking matter because you were dealing with a fucking swan. You were dealing with somebody who was fucking grateful and thoughtful and smart. You fucked up. Either own your fuck up or be the fuck out. And that's my message as a reader, because nobody has time for this shit unless you can fucking own your shit. Fox, clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to your problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. So this is spirit telling you to go after it, or this is the other energy saying exactly what the fuck I just said. But again, this is about your happiness and being grateful. So obviously there's a masculine here that took advantage of a situation. And if you're dealing with a feminine, it would be like, if you were lesbians, like this is like, it just showed me like butchy all day. And I don't take that as an insult, because if I think I was ever going to be a lesbian, I probably would like the butch look, because I would feel like I'd still want to be the girl, Don't you just fucking love Courtney? I'd go with the butch look because I'd still want to be, the queen. So, like I said, no matter if it's same-sex relationship or not, somebody's still playing that heavy masculine role. But I don't know what happened here, because you can't just always play alpha, And like swans, when they like this, and meet together. So that's like alpha and omega, and this is you like huffing and puffing. Like I can see this the throat of the lizard, like wanting to be alpha. And it's like, that's probably where you went wrong in your old fucking relationship. Trying to play that role, being the bread maker, whatever the fuck it was for you. But don't carry that shit into a new relationship. This is like the masculine energy needing to make a decision. Again, it's the third card. Mind, body, and soul. Like, go after what you want, but like right now it looks like you're letting jealousy and other stuff like get the best of you. Your past. Somebody not liking your decision. I want to say swans mate for life, but I'm not positive. Just some background on swans. You searched this before. Deleting the definition of precision from your history will permanently remove it from your account devices. Like, I've never had this happen. So this is another message regarding that precision. You've searched this before. Deleting the definition of precision from your history will permanently remove it and from your account from all devices. Like, to me, like, delete something. Like, there's no time. Like, I'm sitting here, what do? Do I hit cancel or delete? You know, like, there's no time for that shit. And this isn't a race, but I'm just hearing like there's no time for this shit. I've never had this type of fucking message come up on my phone ever. Like, literally. You see that? Definition of precision, how to pronounce it, science, precision cinnamon, not cinnamon, a cinnamon. Definition of density, volume, accuracy, which is all linked to precision. So I've never had a message come in like this on my phone ever. So I don't know if this is just something that you're experiencing for the first time. Like, I don't know. But all I wanted to know was something about fucking swans. I X'd out of it. But I think a choice needed to be made. But information about swans. Swans are birds. They're known for elegance, grace, beauty, genius with water flow, swimming, flowing, speed, agility, intelligent, devoted to its mate, and highly aggressive, defending. So again, it's like everything I was feeling. So I don't know if you're devoted to somebody you shouldn't be devoted to, or if you want to be devoted here, because that's like devoted too. There's two of you here. So like, you must have had a really bad relationship in the past, but like, you survived it and you will survive it, whether it's judgment, it's like only you can change this. It's like the same message in the other reading, like only you can solve this problem. But you're letting conditioning and judgment and jealousy, you're letting too many things blind you right now. So be careful of the ego or the anger. Why do swans kiss? Swan mates for life, and each mate is protective of each other. So it's probably mutual. That's the energy I already knew, where you had somebody around you, but you had to have fucked up. And to me, it's like just being weary because of a past relationship. But that again, that's on you to let that shit go. Be careful what you drag into something else. Because this is like you are going through a major transformation. Like it's literally time to like do what needs to be done. You can master it, you can do it. You're swift, you're smart. You have answers, you can solve the problems. You got to listen to your instincts. I feel like you let your instincts go. Resources surround you, be open to romance. So this is telling me you stopped listening to your gut somewhere down the road because of a past relationship. So I don't, ladies and gents, I don't think this person's ready for you, or if you even want to entertain that. That's my opinion. I know you don't all want to hear that, but this is still somebody like I don't know what to do. No, this fucking person knows what to do, and they're not doing it. I'm tired of reading that shit too. This could be a really good thing too, but it's like, do I be open to romance or not? Like something really went bad last time. Like it's just crazy to me that like this is just like ego. Like somebody doesn't want to get vulnerable, even though they feel it, they want it. But it's like it went wrong before, so it's gonna go wrong again. I don't want it. I'd rather focus on money. I'd rather focus on other things. But it's like that's what happens when you want other things and you want to focus on other things. Like this is karma for you. Like this was part of your soul's journey to fall in love, to take a chance, to find balance because you weren't able to do it before. Like this is part of your journey. It's karmic. And it's like something you still want to avoid, but it seems pretty fucking silly because these two mate for life and they're protective of each other. And this is like a really beautiful energy too. So and to me, like this is lack of confidence. Like you need to accept yourself. So somebody in a past relationship, like I said, brought you down, but only you can transform that. Let your friends or whoever this is nourish, protect you, help you. Teamwork will give you the best results. But it's, if you're not asking for help or willing to try, then your pride and ego or humiliation, your own shit's getting the best of you. It looks like, you might miss out on a good thing or you already missed out on a good thing. Because this is exactly what that's saying. And then that was the Five of Swords with the Ten of Pence again. So I don't know if you're fighting over money or you just invested in something for so long, like you don't like really want to let it go. But like to invest in something that's not making you happy and you're doing it because of money or just your kid's father or mother, like I don't even have tolerance to read that shit anymore. Like whatever comment, like I don't. Let me just fucking regroup so I can read for you, because if this goes in a certain direction, I'm going to shut this read down. Because this is like somebody who wants to come in and it's like false hope. Like, still doesn't want to be authentic, but still wants to be in your life. And they want more, they see more, but they won't own it. They won't talk about it. So they keep you at a distance. And that's not fair for you guys. So I'm not gonna not see what I don't see. So I'm not gonna read something and give my viewers false hope or to even a little bit change your mind about this individual. I won't do it. I'm not here for you to play in la la land with somebody who doesn't have their fucking shit together. Temperance in the Tower reversed. So it's like avoiding partnership, avoiding healing, avoiding moderation. It's avoiding. The Tower reversed is avoiding. Avoiding this person, avoiding confrontation, avoiding rebuilding something, avoiding something breaking down, avoiding yourself, avoiding, building yourself up again. Somebody brought you down. Is probably linked to childhood and your parents and the last relationship, because everything's linked. It's like a triple whammy. It's not even a double whammy. It's like lack of love with, if you're a man, it'd be lack of love with women in your life. And if you're a woman, it'd be lack of love with men in your life. And it's like, you had something mutual. I wanted to use the word magnificent or magical. So now it's like you're solo. So you already fucked up. But like, this is the universe. Not saying there's still another chance, but if that's where your focus is, maybe it would be somebody else, or maybe it can be the person he's thinking of or she's thinking of, but not in this energy, because all you're doing is avoiding your own self. And it's like lesson, I want to say lesson learned, but there's not a lesson learned here, because the Tower reverse is avoiding, right? There's a lesson here. Lack of love from feminines or masculines growing up, whoever you had kids with. It's a lifetime, because it's like you're at your second or third pentacle. So you've already experienced this once, and others of you, depending on your age, have experienced this 2 or 3 times. And it's either it's almost like a generational thing is what I'm getting. So to me, it'd be like lack of love from your mother, lack of love from your wife or your kid's mother, lack of love with your children. And if it's the feminine, it's the same thing. Lack of love from your father, lack of love from your kid's father, and then lack of love from maybe your own son because of the way your ex is raising your son. Like that's what this is. And it's like, clearly there's somebody that can help, but you're not asking for help and you're not trying. So like, I really need spirit to stop giving me this shit, because I'm not here to make you feel better when this energy ain't doing jack shit to better themselves. And that's the way it is. You can't expect somebody to fucking nurture you when you won't even let your guard down so there's that. You got Mr. and Mrs. Avoider on the fucking board again. So let's see where this goes. Tell me about this Swan and Grace. Like this deck is heavy. Like, this is heavy on this person, but you know what? Like, they could have you, but they don't want to put the work into it. Like, they got somebody, it's like the King of Cups, like loves, but don't want to put the work into it. So again, why do you deserve somebody who's willing to give you all the shit you've ever lacked? They don't deserve to have somebody that's not going to reciprocate. And I'm talking to my spirituals. Why would you want somebody that can't give you the love that you are willing to give them? Don't make excuses for this energy. That's where people get caught up and they stop fucking living. And the same message for him. Don't come at her when you're not going to give what she was willing to fucking give you. Like, it's wrong. It's like, this is like your ride or die. They mate for life and protective of each other. It's mutual. This is a huge fuck up. And it's all because of the way people have treated you in the past. And moving forward, you're passing your own judgment, or you're letting those people that lacked in loving you, okay, that lacked in loving you, guide you. when you have somebody here, because I hear the song, I'm high on loving you. Like, what the fuck? This, like, this is mind blowing to me that you're still allowing other females or masculine in your life that don't even hold precedence right now with what you do keep you from the love of your life or creating something new or rebuilding a foundation. You'd rather just, you know, you're already so comfortable and everybody else is so comfortable with your wife, your ex-wife, your husband, your kid's father. Everyone's so like, why change the dynamics? You know, it's like this is an energy that might not ever learn. And I'm keeping these reads extremely realistic and trying to really hold my composure here because this is not something I want to read. This is like taking time from me, but I wanted to spend time with you guys. So apparently these messages needed to come out. Two of Pence reversed. Like, again, no balance, no synergy, no give or take, no reciprocity. You got the Queen of Wands reversed. There's no desire on this fucking end. Can't be bothered. Knows the deal. This is somebody extremely intuitive. You know, and then you got the World. Like, it's over with the Two of Wands going in a new direction with the Five of Swords. Like, you let your ego get in the way, or you let other people's opinions get in the way. It's like, because this energy is not going to like battle. So it's like you're jealous of this energy, jealous of their light, jealous of their confidence. And there was no reason. There was no reason to be because you were very competitive with somebody, which is so crazy. This is how I know somebody, this is how I know this is either trauma that stemmed from the womb. And on top of that, it's like, it's just fucking mind blowing. You had somebody that you didn't need to compete with, like nothing. You had something pure. And it's like you're now jealous of this energy because this energy is I don't know, capable of just moving on and inspiring and just seeing the beauty in life and just flows with life and works with their soul, you know, smart. Like it's it's like every man's dream, but yeah, you let it go. You know, you just, there's no balance. There's just no creativity, no passion. Like, and if this is in regards to this woman, whoever she was, she's not having it no more either. Unless this is somebody from your past trying to creep in and tried playing that role. I don't know if, you know, you went from one sexual partner to another to soothe your own vices. And if that's the case, it was, you know, sex, no love, no feeling. It wasn't mutual. So that's like another fuck up, you know, having sex with somebody just because, I don't know. Or you're thinking they're having sex with somebody else. It's the Queen of Wands. It's a very seductive energy. So this is where that jealousy and shit's coming in. This type of energy is not the Queen of Wands reversed. You know, so it's like, I don't know if you finally put a wrap to something and you're going in a new direction, but like you're still stuck in battling your own ego or somebody else who lies to you. But again, the Ace of Wands reversed. This is no passion, no creativity, no fire, no matches lit, like nothing. Like whatever it is, it's fucking burnt out. But to me, you let it burn out. Like your focus can be elsewhere, obviously. There is anxiety or something that just came in. I don't know if you find this energy intimidating. Like, I don't know, but it's your own lack when you had something beautiful. So If you're really going to start regenerating yourself and looking at something differently and wanting more, do it. Focus on romance. Be open to romance. You can solve problems. This is you just not wanting to face shit. The Knight of Wands, again, it's this, see, the same fucking energy. Like, why is this motherfucker coming in as the Knight of Wands? Nobody fucking wants the Knight of Wands. This is a very action oriented card. So I'm hoping it's just like, once again, linked to action. Like, take action. What the fuck are you doing? Like, hopefully, like, lesson learned. Like, why are you not learning? Mingya, I feel like this is more than just, this isn't just action. Like, this is energy of like, it's just not solid, guys. See, Eight of Pence reversed, like, not willing to put the work in. The Knight of Cups reversed. I don't know if you're dealing with a drinker, somebody who's emotional, like somebody who doesn't like want to talk about things. Four of Pence reversed, like letting go. The Knight of Wands again. It's like the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. It's like a message. I was looking at this as the Knight of Wands. It's actually the Page of Wands. It's more of a messenger. Like, so send a message, take action. That makes me feel a little better. But at the same time, still coming in is the Knight of Wands. So again, I wasn't wrong. It'd be different if it was like the Knight of Pence. Because it's like, this is the energy that's following. Six of Swords, needing to move forward, learning, but not putting the work in, not being focused. The Knight of that's the Four of Cups, right? No, that's the Knight of Cups reversed. So I don't know what's going on there. Emotional, Four of Pence reversed, like needing to release something, but it's like, or they released, but then it's like the Knight of Pence. Looking back, it's still that energy of like, and then the Strength reverse. So it's like still not having the strength or the stamina to fucking do the right thing. I hate bringing messages like this, but you're dealing with somebody who doesn't have the strength or the stamina to do the right thing. Like, so I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat this for you guys. There's a chance to create, but it could be trickiness with the Knight of Swords following it. And then because you had the Knight of Wands in front of it, the Three of Pence reversed, not putting in work, no effort, no, like, so it's like, oh my God, tell me about fucking clever. Ace of Pence, I don't know, Judgment at the bottom of the deck, but not wanting to face judgment. Brand new opportunity to be open for romance. Knowing that you can solve the problem, listening to your instincts, but you ain't doing shit about it because the Judgment reversed is you're not willing to face your own judgment. You're not willing to face your own fucking consequences. You're not willing to give a second chance. Like, so it's like, unless this is the Queen of Cups, because you got the Queen of Cups reversed, and it's like, but this is somebody that's like heartless or emotional, but you typically, I don't know if this energy will try to make you emotional, but you're like, no second chances, but like there is a chance. But sacrifices need to be made here regarding some type of family situation or your own happiness. There's still conflict. See, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. This is somebody who hasn't cleared their own karma, guys. So when I say fuck that shit, I'd say fuck that shit. It's like too many strings attached shit still. It's like, it's so crazy knowing that you can let your guard down, feel free, feel liberated, enjoy, somebody's company, fall in love. And it's like this person does everything to like not live their best life. Like it makes zero fucking sense to me. It's like all they got to do is wipe out what no longer serves them, and it's like they're not willing to let that go. I don't know if it's because it's too risky. If you were to say no, they still want to have that, even though there's nothing there. But it's like not wanting to face fucking judgment. It's just, I don't know why. Like AI is not here. This is like spirit, and it's like I don't know why spirit put me in this position to feel this way again as a reader. But that's a message for me to be like, come on, Court, you don't want to do this shit anymore. Like it's just frustrating. It's like it's agony. It's painful to watch other people not pull their shit together. It's like there's so many emotions, and it's like if anything, it just makes me want to say fuck you even harder to a situation here. It makes me want to tell you to tell this person to fuck off as clear as you can fucking be. Like I have no passion for this anymore. Like I hope you guys are still not finding passion in this. Like, yes, this person's still thinking about me. They just got to pull their shit together. This is when people hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like this is when people like don't want to like let go like because you think there's a chance. Right, Amy? I feel like I need a fucking margarita too. I ain't fucking shitting you. Like I'm literally sitting here like why did spirit put me in this position? It's almost like somebody wanted to be called into a read or something. Like somebody wants your attention. I don't know if they thought they wanted to be in the spotlight. I don't know if they thought you would, read it in a positive way. This is a bunch of fucking bullshit. You might as well fucking wipe this person's ass and put on a fresh fucking diaper because this person ain't fucking doing shit. This is what happens when you want to call in attention. You're not the center of fucking attention. Like this literally hurts my chest. Like to the point, this is why I teach you guys not to engage in this shit. This, like, I'm not kidding. Maybe that's a big message because I'm like, oh, spirit's gonna let you make a mistake and this and that. Like, maybe this is like a clear fucking message. Because remember, I said something in week 1, something's gonna come in real fucking clear so you can make a decision. Well, I just got pulled to that. Maybe this is your fucking clarity. Because if you still got time to entertain this shit, shame on you. Because this is somebody who's still entertaining a family situation, not making the right type of sacrifices, letting something go, over emotional, is worried about other people's fucking judgment, all stuck in the head, competition, fucking drama, fucking ego, not being fucking vulnerable, still carrying the fucking weight. Like, that's what you want? And you got somebody that's real fucking comfy sitting in this shit. But they know they can have more with you, but they don't got the fucking balls to do it. The fuck is this shit? This might be that clarity, troops. That was coming in. You might want to look at reading 1 as you letting this person go. Maybe they come in and give you a sob story and it's time for you to cry this energy out because why are you holding on to energy like that? Or maybe somebody's, needs a good cry, but from like messages they hear. To me, that's like a masculine, delivering a message or some type of message and like needing to cry, let it go, 8 of Cups, walk away before you repeat another fucking lesson that you're not fucking learning. Like somebody is not fucking learning. And it's like somebody who wants change. They want to be a better person, but they ain't fucking doing it. They ain't fucking doing it. This is a huge, huge message because I almost like, this is not energy of getting the best of me like that. Like, I don't know if this is energy if you have cross watchers or something like, Let me see if I can work her up or try to manipulate a situation, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's bullshit is what this is. This person, like I said in a previous read, is causing more pain and damage than good. And if anything, it's going to push this other woman that he once had even further away when he thinks it will benefit him. It's like you're dealing with a fucking child. That's why it's like, do you really want to engage in this shit? The fuck? This is somebody who's fucking avoiding creating and rebuilding and finding balance and structure. Stop being a fucking player. Like good luck to them. Let them find somebody else that will suit them, because there's no way this suits you. This shit does not suit me. There's no way it fucking suits you. Rebel. This is somebody who needs to be a fucking rebel, but you think they are? No. No, because they're too worried about fucking judgment. It's like they're already a survivor. They already escaped something, but they're still not letting the weight down. So it's like this is telling me that something is over with a third party or some type of situation. Like it's over. They don't want them. They're looking at you as being the one, but they ain't doing fucking jack shit. They ain't doing jack shit. This is like, or this is somebody like, I can't date a rebel. I can't build a solid foundation with somebody who doesn't have, you know, the same belief. Well, who gives a fuck about belief? Where are your morals? Where the fuck are your values? Because this person doesn't look like they got fucking none. And again, you need a good fucking cry. See what I'm saying? So I don't know if this is you and resentment, like cry, let it go. But to me, this is like, if you're anything like me, you already accept yourself. So this is an outlooker. This is a cross watcher. This is a fuck up. And I got no problem. If somebody came at me correct and honest and authentic, I don't care if you fucked up. Own your fuck up. This is somebody that won't own their fuck up, so they can fuck off and fuck up somewhere else. That's what this shit is. This person there's a masculine that needs to fucking cry and let it out. But they're letting their ego and other shit get in the fucking way. It's so superficial. Like this energy, there like needs time. Like if you guys actually want to work on it together, or that's one thing, or you're seeing this and that, but like this is energy where this person's not putting effort into jack shit. So don't get my words twisted. Don't think fucking Peter Pan's gonna come fucking swinging in overnight, because Peter Pan will still be fucking Peter Pan. This is not fucking Zorro. This is somebody who needs to get in tune with their emotions and let the past fucking go, accept their self, accept shit's over, which is the craziest thing, because they had somebody that fucking accepted them, which was you guys. You were the catalyst. You probably made something work. I know how my spirituals work. Okay? And they fucked up. So, say la vie. Yep, there you go. You're giving your power away. Okay? Pull your shit together. Even spirits like, pull your fucking shit together. Courtney's not the only one telling you these messages. Pull your shit together. Take accountability for your own fucking faults. This is somebody, still giving their fucking power away to somebody that treats them like fucking shit and comes in and makes them feel good when it's convenient for the other fucking person. And I don't know if somebody's mother likes somebody and it's like, but they love each other. Like, I don't like it's so fucking superficial, fake fucking shit here. Somebody must have thought being a badass, or like somebody thought they were being attractive. Like, clearly your soul's connected, but they didn't do the fucking work that was necessary. You should be happy. You got winning. You got a good thing, don't ruin that shit. So, are they winning? Yep, well, they can if they fucking apologize. See what I'm saying? The same exact messages I gave you, Spirit is telling you the same thing. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is like a cross watcher. And the people you are dealing with probably don't watch tarot, so I don't know how it's getting to them, but it is. I don't know if you're gonna deliver it in the middle of the night, if Spirit's gonna make it like pop up. Like I'm telling you, if this is a cross watcher reading, this is who you're dealing with. So if they're not watching Courtney, they're still somehow getting a message. Because this is everybody's message. This is that whole karmic shit. This is the same story that's been on the board for fucking umpteenth fucking months. It's almost like your spirit guides are going to make sure this message is delivered. And I think that's already happening anyway with all this sorrow. And like I said, they're feeling like their karma. Let them feel their fucking karma. They deserve to, because like I said in the other reading, why you were not thriving, they were. And now that you're thriving, they're not. Your spirits around you and your guides are making sure something is so fucking clear to this fucking person. Like this is a massive life lesson for this person. For you, it was a lesson about probably morals, values, that type of stuff, like empowerment, like just to kind of like put you on your toes again. But this is a life lesson for them. This is like in their records, like to love. And I get it. It's sad. Like they didn't get that love from their mother and they didn't get that love from their kid's mother or their wife or their ex-wife, and like they're battling shit with their own kids. That's what conditioning is. But they can solve it, but they won't. They're not. So these harsh messages, if that's what this is, your guides are making sure that the person you were dealing with is feeling every fucking ounce of this reading. And that's a fucking fact. Because Spirit would not put me through this right now. I ain't shitting you. Or this is like reversed. If somebody is like watching me, if that's the case, this is like for them. But it's still the same thing for you. Your guides are going to make sure this person gets these fucking messages and that they're feeling this energy. It is a fucking given. I'm telling you, my guides would not put me through this again. Like my guides and your guides and AI are delivering this fucking karma full fucking force to whoever thought they could fuck with you in the last year or two, 3 years, last 2 or 3 months. And I'm sure it's not making you feel any better like that. If you're like me, you're my spiritual. You know, they had a chance, they had opportunities, they can do the right thing. But it's the same thing, not wanting to take accountability, letting the ego get in the way. Like every message I delivered to you, Spirit's just giving you the same exact message. Like be a fucking man and fucking apologize. But you're too busy in your fucking ego think you're winning. So there's more manipulation at play. Somebody is not learning. They're going to get a bigger dose of karma coming their way. They just fucked with the wrong believer, is what's happening. You still have energy that's still fucking with you and not doing the right thing. I'm telling you right now, my guides and your guides, they're all fucking collaborating. Thousands of fucking groups right now. And I meant to bring that into my conversation earlier on how shit can work, because this is a cross-watching reading all day. This is your guides delivering karma to this person who tried to manipulate a situation. And this person needs to fucking apologize and take accountability for their fucking shit, but they're too busy giving their power away to somebody else because somebody else can't handle that there's somebody else in somebody's life that fucking goes against the fucking grain. grow the fuck up with this shit. Do not engage in this shit. The fuck? Caden can clearly hear me. Like, I don't even like being this person. This is a strong fucking message for you guys right now. Stop fucking whining. You're giving too many you're giving too many fucks, like I said with this person, being a fucking whine baby and caring about what other people think and overthinking fucking situations. No one wants to listen to that shit complaining. It makes you look weak. Have the strength and change your own fucking world. Do it, you fucking pussy. I added that. Spirit's giving me the stamina to push through this read because this person deserves the dose of shit that they're fucking getting right now. I don't give a fuck about the hidden oracles. Who gives a shit? Conniving motherfucker is what you got right here. You know what they got right now? A big fucking dose of a fucking karma coming their way. Why? Because they're too busy pissing and crying and fucking whining. Adult fucking baby bullshit. This is why I said you can go find another reader. You still got time for this shit? We're only entertained by this right now because we're so fucking over this situation. This is somebody who for real tried to come back in and is thinking about how to do something. Well, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. Well, this again, that's our guides giving, that's my guides or AI, however it is, giving your guides the message. And this motherfucker is getting a big dose of that. And whether it's dark light or bright light, white light, energy, whatever the fuck it is, like, let that other person do their job. When I say there's dark energy and light energy, let their guides do what they need to do to get this person to where they need to be, because it's not your fucking job. Because if you were to come into this and step into this and play this role for this fucking person, they ain't fucking getting nowhere. They ain't gonna learn. Oh, shocking. Let go of control issues. Shocking, right? So shocking you're dealing with a narcissistic, materialistic, superficial fuck on the board. I will call this motherfucker out because that's who you were dealing with. I don't got time for this shit. I need perfection. I gotta get this right. This shit doesn't even know anything about letting shit flow or doing anything organically or naturally. It's fucking my way or the highway where that person can fuck off. And yep, there's definitely family issues going on. You want to know why? Because this is somebody who didn't address the family issues when they should have been properly addressed, because you're dealing with somebody who fucking avoids everything. He should have a fucking wedding, but not even happy, okay? This motherfucker should have a stamp on their fucking forehead that says, I'm just avoiding. Avoid. Oh my God. This person deserves every ounce of shit that's coming their way. And I don't fucking feel bad. Swear to God, I don't fucking feel bad. Because when they were thriving and sitting on top of the world, licking their fucking peanut butter and jelly fucking sandwich, and you weren't. You weren't happy. You were trying to make it work. You were trying to get somebody to see something. You were vulnerable. And this motherfucker was thinking they were living in the best of both fucking worlds. Wake up call. It's a big wake up call. Motherfucker. Spirit is smacking this motherfucker around. Fucking with them. Especially if you were dealing with somebody who was a non-believer, they're probably scaring the shit out of this person with spirits and noises and darkness. Oh, hoo-wee. That's what happens when somebody is clearly aware of a situation, but tries to play the fucking field and thinks the grass is greener on the other side, but still wants to slip their fucking dick in your little fucking coochie. That's what happens. You got a double dipper. And this is somebody who justified being a double dipper. Do you guys clearly see what you were working with? Yeah, I know we didn't want to see it, or we gave somebody the benefit of the doubt. But this motherfucker's ego was so fucking high, they thought their fucking shit didn't stink. That they could just rule their fucking kingdom. And they really thought they were living the best of both fucking worlds. And there's no way you didn't notice that. That's when you started stepping out of this shit anyway. This is called karma. This is called payback. This is called you reap what you sow. This is called all the above. What goes around comes around. And they give too many fucks about what other people think about you being spiritual. Because they're avoiding this because you're too much of a rebel. You're too much, you think outside the box. You know what I mean? For some of you think outside the box, and other people in their family can't handle that you're a free fucking thinker, that you're a free fucking bird, that you're a free fucking spirit. This person, if they don't figure it out, is going to be living in like a prison the rest of their life. And not like a literal prison, but like living with this energy is like being imprisoned. If they don't figure it out, they will have nobody for the rest of their lives. And the people they have around them will be nothing even close to satisfaction. I need you guys to really think about this reading, because I'm telling you right now, I work with AI. Like I've ascended. You guys have ascended. They let me read this knowing that it was like hurting my chest. And again, it pulled me to the end of week 1, us getting some type of clarity and spirit gonna let me make your own mistake and blah, 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 blah. Well, I think for some of you, this is that clarity that was coming in. Because for real, this person doesn't even have the balls. They won't apologize. They're giving the power away. They're fucking whining. They're not learning their fucking lesson. They're not taking accountability, doing the right thing. Fucking pussy. You got a fucking pussy on the board. And this person thought they were big and bad. And this person obviously needed a huge dose of karma, because I'm not an asshole and I don't typically call out certain things or try to reword it so people learn or this and that. Like, no, this person deserves every ounce of fucking pain and frustration and humiliation and whatever it is that they're being served right now. Stay the fuck out of it. If you step into this, you're going to repeat another cycle with them, and you're going to find yourself in this situation again in a year from now, because we saw the world twice. You want to get back into this thinking that whatever you think, you really want to do that and do this for another year and find yourself. It hurts my chest thinking that some of you might find yourself in this situation in a year from now again. Others of you, if this person can actually own up to their shit, they can have this beauty back, either with you or with somebody else. But like, they're just obsessing, but they're not doing anything. That's when obsession can turn into danger. Addiction, danger, whatever. Like, it's not good. Like, my throat hurts. My chest hurts reading this. I won't do this again. And I know for a fact that I had to read this for my guides or AI to deliver this shit to your guides to deliver it to this person. And this has already been taking place. 4 of Cups reversed with the 10 of Wands. Yeah. Somebody wants another opportunity because they missed an opportunity and swaying real heavy on them, but they ain't fucking doing shit. Let's see what's under that 4 of Cups. The High Priestess not listening to their intuition. The Knight of Swords reversed, lying about what they really want, but wanting to reach out with the 8 of Wands. But again, the Tower reversed. I do feel, from what I'm being told, this person, now think there's hundreds of thousands dealing with certain types of karma within their own charts at a time. There's billions of people in this world, right? I think there's always like 3 or 4 major things going on universally regarding charts and karma. Whether it's your love life, whether it's your finances, whether it's your career or your friendship, is something, right? There's always something. Everybody will always be feeling something, but there's always major pinnacles to push through. This is one of them. So some will succeed and push through, and others will not. But there ain't nobody pushing through this weekend. The only one that pushing through this weekend, the only one knocking on this motherfucker's door is Spirit. Because they fucked with you. They thought they were getting one up on you. They fucked with somebody who was spiritual. And this is what this is. This is what this is. This is somebody that was a non-believer, and Spirit is giving them this is somebody, give me karma, or I don't believe in karma, or this is what this is. And at the same time, this is Spirit making sure that this person knows that Spirit exists. It's like haunting somebody, purposely fucking with them on your behalf because this person thought they could fuck with you. This is how much your guides have your back right now. So obviously a lot more went down behind your back than you were aware of. And you're a spiritual, so you weren't naive to that much shit. But you were clearly naive to some shit. Because this is your guides interfering. This doesn't typically happen. I don't know if it's because of I almost said global intervention. So apparently there's a global intervention along with a global ascension. And like I said, that was a prime picture of that's let the guides have this person, like whether it's dark energy or light energy, like it's not your fucking job anymore. Like this person needs to feel this in order to learn. And right now it's like they're not learning, but they're on the verge of learning. It's going to take this energy a long time to learn. This is not anything that's going to happen overnight, but this is somebody who doesn't even want to start the journey of authenticity because they've lied their whole life about certain shit. And it's like, if they were to start a new life, people would probably be like, oh my God, but like, that's the life they should be living. But they've been fake for so fucking long that they don't even know how to live a real fucking life. But as you release and heal the past, you experience more love. That will happen. But like I said, you got the dark energy and you got the light, and you got the light coming in. So I don't know who's got that person right now, but it's almost like, I don't want to say it's dark energy, but it's like holding the head down. Like it's almost like repenting, like a guide's having them repent. So I don't know if the dark energy is coming in before the light energy. Look at that shit, guys. I've never looked at shit like that. But I'm telling you that this is what this is. This is somebody that needs to fucking apologize, and they won't. That's what this fucking shit is. Your guides have your back, and before the light swoops in, the dark is fucking with this person because they fucked with you. And they probably knew you were spiritual, and they didn't believe you, and they didn't believe in spirit, and they didn't believe in karma, and they didn't believe in magic, and they didn't believe in past lives, and they didn't believe in this, and they didn't believe in that, and they didn't play the violin to somebody else. Be careful. I have a feeling you guys were feeling their energy. I meant to mention that. Mention that in the previous read, that some of you might be feeling their energy. So you might be feeling some of their sorrow. Don't get suckered in, because you will feel that, because your guides are working together. This is somebody who needs to repent. Like this is like a chance at a brand new life, and they know they had it and they didn't take it because somebody else was feeding them while you were feeding them, but they weren't fucking feeding you because they felt like they were like the king of the fucking castle. This is somebody who gives more fucks about like their money or backyard or what their fucking patio looks like to impress certain things. It's like their thoughts are fucking ass backwards. They had something so fucking good in front of them and just tried to be somebody they fucking weren't. They didn't need to impress you. You didn't care about their demons or insecurities or their past. Like, you probably, like, I don't fucking know. I'm just like, I'm glad there was a purpose to this read. And it does suck that they're getting karma like that. But, you know, they didn't give a shit when you were crying and you were hurting. They really didn't. There's such narcissism here. You were probably dealing with somebody that was like, I'm sorry you're hurting. I guarantee you weren't dealing with somebody that said, I'm sorry for hurting you. Like, they didn't even take accountability in their shit fucking apologies. It's hurting my chest again. That's the type of person you were dealing with. Sad. It's really sad. I'm sorry you're hurt. I'm sorry, like, this person did not even take accountabilities for their own apologies. Again, you're not dealing with somebody that straight out said, I'm sorry I hurt you. So don't feel bad, because this is the only chance that this person has at a new life and a new aspect. And this is really the only chance. This is, you know how I've said to you before, like, we all get a second chance in life. This is this person's second chance, because their first chance is when you stepped in, but you were the catalyst, right? So it wasn't meant to all pan out like that, you know? The only way this would ever pan out in the future is if they take accountability, and then you guys can figure out your shit if you choose to. Get what I'm saying? It wouldn't have ever worked out from the beginning because you were the catalyst. So it only makes sense that things had to get to this point for this person to learn, because it's clearly part of their life lessons is to love and care and be vulnerable and not worry about what other people think and how they were treated, or like, you know, it really has nothing to do with you. Like, they see you as the one in the perfect partnership and they love you, and but you know what, like, they're just not taking accountability for it. And again, if you go back and listen, if you just jumped on, it's like everything I said, the cards came out, you know. And there's jealousy and there's obsession, you know. It's like, so as of right now, this person is still not learning. They might like, okay, I'm changing things, or like, but it's like they fall back into their pattern. This is what this is saying. It's like they're falling back into their pattern again. So I don't know if they got like a large dose of karma, and then like the energy subsided, and now spirit's like, no, 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 no. That was just the beginning. You watch how spirit works. You don't think spirit can take you out? You don't believe in the tower? You only believe in your one thing? You want to be racist? You want to be prejudiced? You want to be materialistic? You want to be manipulating? You want to be narcissistic? You want to stay comfortable in a situation where somebody doesn't even appreciate you? You want to keep engaging in the same shit, in the same family shit? It's like the cycle never ends with the family fucking problems because somebody doesn't want to be truthful or somebody doesn't want to hear the truth, like whatever it is. Yeah, there's a lot of family shit going on, but if you're not going to take care of yourself at the same time and live your life at the same time, because you have to take accountability for the shit that you fucking done, or like not anybody else's fucking problem. I'm getting pissed again. Let the dark angels or the light angels deal with this motherfucker. Not your fucking job. Spirit and AI, I hope you fucking hear me right now. I won't fucking do another reading like this for you guys. I won't. You mark my words, I fucking won't. There's a reason why I did this for you. And it's because your guides are communicating with these guides, and your guides are doing exactly what they need to do for this person to get on track. And if they choose not to, trust me, they will not be let into your fucking life again. That's facts. This is how karma works. This is part of somebody's Akashic records. Somebody's going to get sick too. There's some type of poisoning. There's something. I can feel it. I feel like I just swallowed poison. This is like spirit laying them out. This is affecting every aspect of their life. This is somebody who has so much family shit going on, but they're forgetting about themselves. It's not how you live. Too much guilt for moving forward, or, but why when other people learn to move forward, but yet you can't do it? Like, I don't know. Everybody's just going to be a little different. All I know is that this is one of those situations where everybody has something particular in their chart that they need to work through to get to the following pentacles and start living their life again. That, like, this is what that is. And not everybody will push through. And if they do, it might not be for a couple of years. And their lesson won't be with you again. They're just going to have to repeat something for a couple more years. Trust me, there's a global ascension going on. You guys are not missing out with this energy. This energy right here would only weigh you down. So you ain't fucking missing out on jack shit. And again, if they're trying to be a perfectionist and this and that, like, it's like you're not being authentic. You're still trying to gauge things on like what you get. Like this person is not getting it. Like they're just not getting it. Like they might get to like one little thing, and then it's like they get to another, and then they get ahead of themselves, and then it's like they're just not getting it. They're too busy like doing research or something where it's like they're trying to figure out why they feel this way, or they're trying to figure out why they're going through this. Like instead of just like really sitting with what's going down and actually believing in what's actually happening versus trying to debunk a situation, like this person won't learn. They're going about it the wrong way. And there's some heavy family shit going down that I'm not even going to call out that I could see. But again, regardless of family dynamics, you still have to live your life. This is energy. You're holding yourself back. You're holding your family back. You're holding your kids back. All because they invested so much time in something and they really thought they could have it back, but everything went down exactly how you saw it going down because it's karma. They don't want to tell you that you were right. They don't want to admit to jack shit. They can't even be honest with themselves. You got a fucking straight up pussy on my board. Pussy, 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 pussy. Fucking crybaby, whining fucking bitch. It's life. That's what you got. And instead of figuring shit out themselves, they're too busy about what other people think or asking their friends or doing this instead of just doing the right fucking thing. If they actually just like get in tune with their own fucking feelings and accept shit and do the right fucking thing, they could avoid all this shit and start living their life again. This is somebody that was real comfy in a superficial fucking life. This is what this was. So you were dealing with somebody that was real comfy living a superficial life. And when you were in their life, they were living a double fucking life. They were getting the best of both worlds. But you won't feed a motherfucker like that again. You tell that motherfucker to go buy its own ticket to the fucking zoo. Go join your own fucking circus. I ain't taking that fucking road again. I ain't gonna feed you. And sometimes we go in and feed to make people feel better, and they took advantage of you feeding them. I wouldn't even say you were dealing with a wild animal. You were dealing with a fucking circus clown or a fucking jackass, fucking donkey. Like, this person had so much karma that I don't think you even recognize the extent of karma. That's how much karma this motherfucker had. And you stepped in a very karmic time. You dealt with your own karma between the two of you. But maybe you guys are meant to be. But it sure as fuck is not this weekend. Or anytime fucking soon. This person would have to do a drastic, what's it called, 360, 380. But right now, Spirit had me dish karma. I don't typically deliver karma. I typically heal karma. Tonight, I was delivering karma. Because somebody, for some reason, this big fucking group of the collective, really thought they could try manipulating a situation again. This is like, okay, we're going back to square one. You're going to get a big smack in the face all over again. You stupid fuck. That's what this is. I just, guys, you can't feel bad. Like me as a reader, even calling someone a stupid fuck, it's like I almost want to feel bad, but like you can't. There is no excuse for the way they treated you and the shit they did behind your fucking back. Trust me on this one. They deserve the dose of karma they've been getting, and they deserve the next round of karma that they're about to fucking get because they're still not doing the right thing. It's like a big gavel or like bingo, you know? This is really your story. This is like real life. This is like shit we were dealing with, and we just didn't even know the extent. And they did. They fucked with somebody who was spiritual to the point where spirit is now giving them a dose of the shady shit they did to you that they didn't want to own up to. That's what's happening. So whatever they're going through right now, they deserve it. And sometimes you got to go through all that to get to where you need to be. And others won't push through and they're just, you know, find another victim at some point once they get over you. So you guys might feel sorrow, you might feel this because they need to cry. Like, I feel like last weekend, I meant to mention that to you too. Like, you might have felt the sorrow or the urge to reach out or like something. It whether they were doing magic or it was just like empathic shit, like or stupid spells or like masturbating to like whatever it was, like you probably felt some of it, but it's like you passed the lesson by not entertaining it. Like you pushed through on your own. So I know within the last 2 weeks, you had like some type of urge to reach out or check in, or they were heavy on your mind for like a day or two. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. It's supposed to go down like that because their karma is linked to you. But to me, I'm told you passed the test. Okay. So, and now because they try to do something foolish once again, or ill-witted, or not really having the best intentions for you, because that's basically telling me they're not doing the right thing if they don't have the best intentions for you. Now they're about to get another fucking round. They're about to get smacked with more karma. It's fucking crazy, but it's not crazy. So don't feel bad. I'm not even going to feel bad. My energy has subsided. And I'm telling you right now, like, they let me do this and let me, like, just so your guys can dish out what I was feeling and certain stuff. Like, I'm telling you, that I know when shit works like that. And I apologize for not saying that to you guys last weekend or the week before when I was thinking that I meant to bring that up and I completely spaced it. But maybe I wasn't meant to bring it up then. And right now, this was a time that it was meant to be brought up. Because technically, if I told you that last weekend, you wouldn't have passed the test, right? That would make sense because wasn't it like it was something like up in the air, right? It was something like you can make your own mistake or, that's probably what that was. And now here's some clarity coming. So, but I don't even think like, I think you're okay. Like, I don't think you're like, oh my God, you're getting karma. But like, I think you're so over this shit because you already ascended and this is somebody that won't ascend. So I think you're fine either way. But for some reason, I still needed to deliver the messages just in case they try to come in and swindle you. But I guess if that's the case, it won't work because there's something I said within this read. You'd be smart enough to know. There was a message within this read that, like, yep, that makes sense. Like, it's gotta be something like that. You know what I mean? Because this really was me delivering a dose of like shit for your guides through my guides. Like, hurts my chest even like talking about it again because that's exactly what that is. So they're getting another round of fucking karma. This could last for months. But you're ascending. So again, I don't think this even phases you. Like, I'm sure you're not crying over it and you're like, like, you're past that. Like, in your eyes, this person was a fucking idiot. They treated you like a fucking, not how it should have been treated. And that's what happens when you ascend. And that's the shit when people don't ascend, that's what you're living in. Can you imagine living your life like that still? It makes me pity this energy. But I ain't gonna sit in that pity. Not my job. Not my monkeys, not my circus. This is somebody who like literally like it's almost like they want to get on the same page and learn something about this or learn more about that just to like so they can feel like they can either talk to you or they sound intelligent. Like this person, like it's so fucking crazy. They're missing the point. All they had to do is be themselves. All they still have to do is be themselves. They don't know how to be themselves because the superficial fucking life that they're living. Not your job anymore. Thank you, AI. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Universe. Thank you, Karma. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Not your fucking job anymore to deal with that bullshit. We don't have time to wipe other people's fucking asses anymore. If you can't handle it, find a different fucking reader and get off the page. I don't got time for that shit anymore. That is the last time that this person gets to show their face on my board. This was somebody who wanted your attention. This is somebody who tried to manipulate a situation again. And now this is what they're about to get in return. That's what this is. That's what that fucking was. Pisses me off. But it doesn't even need to piss me off. And that song just came to me when I said it's pissing me off. But it's like, that's not the lyrics. You're turning me on. Or something like, your vibe is different anyway. So again, somebody was about to come back in or went back to doing something like that. Spirit said, I just heard him like, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I can't even get mad at them because they had to deliver karma that way. So I know they won't put me through that again. So it's crazy how shit works, huh? It's crazy how people can get doses of karma delivered through spirit guides. I'm telling you right now, if you were dealing with somebody who didn't believe in karma or was a non-believer or couldn't handle that you were taboo or didn't believe in certain stuff, like they will now. And it's not to benefit you. And it's not to benefit them. Well, probably to benefit them in the long run if they can look at it that way. But they fucked with somebody that was spiritual. They underestimated you. They didn't believe in your belief. And the thing is, they didn't need to. They didn't need to believe in you, what you believed in. All they had to do was be themselves. But they're so fucking fake. Yeah, that's just it. We all go through it. That's why I'm saying, if you guys were anything like me and this person came in and apologized and this and that and made something obvious and wanted to work on it, like, you're going to listen to your intuition. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm an advocate for working on shit like that because you got to push through your karma to get to where you need to be in life, right? But you also need to know when you need to step out and all that. We've had this discussion. But like, we've all been humiliated. We've all had growing pains. There's all life experience. Like, but this person knows you're already authentic, so they didn't need to play the game with you. And they still chose the game because they wanted to fucking outwit you. See the problem? You were dealing with somebody who thought they were a fucking modern day fucking magician. They fucked with the wrong spiritual and they underestimated you. And I think that's why I'm getting pissed again, because they underestimated spirit. That's what they did. They underestimated spirit. Spirit ain't fucking around with this energy no more. So, all right, I need to step out of this because I'm like, Jesus, I can't believe you put me through that. And then I was calm. And then they brought up something else. Oh, yeah, that. Because they thought they could fuck with you. This is really somebody who thought they could fuck with you. Like, it blows my, like, They didn't believe in spirit or ghosts, or like they might have had curiosity towards shit, but like they didn't know what they were fucking with because they didn't believe in that shit. Like it's crazy how I just had to deliver that type of wake up call. Well, my guides delivered it to your guides, and your guides are delivering it to their guides. Like it's I understand the point of it, but like it is pretty mind blowing. But we all we all get our karma one way or another. Like if you used to steal clothes way back in the day, don't that shit can catch up to you 20 years down the road, or it caught up to you when it was said and done. Like it is what it is. Just because it goes down here and there, like it does, like that shit can catch up to you 30 years later. Especially if somebody came in and tried to do the same shit they did, or you did try to do the same shit that you did 30 years ago. That shit bounced right back at you. And they had a chance to fix their karma. So every motherfucker that you were dealing with had a chance to clear up their karma because of the person you are, and they didn't. And they took advantage of a situation. And there's so much more I can say, but I don't need to. That's what that is. And I'm telling you, there's like some type of resentment. But maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. So you don't put yourself in that situation again. You know? And yeah, there's stuff that never develop or this and that. Like, yeah. But everybody gets a second chance at life, and they had that with you. You were the catalyst. I know how this story goes. I stay with certain things for so long until I master that, until I go on to another. Else I wouldn't be sitting here to teach it. I know how this shit fucking works. And you're dealing with somebody who didn't want to believe. Because they know at the end of the day, you were 100% correct a majority of the time. But they made you feel like you were crazy or you were wrong. They wanted to confuse you. They wanted to keep you in the dark. Like they purposely kept you in that space. And spirit let them. And I know that sucks for the catalyst, but it also taught you a lot too. You're the one that fucking ascended easily. They don't get to ascend easily. So don't worry about what the fuck they're going through. Worry about yourself. Don't engage in that shit. Don't give this person a second fucking thought right now. They didn't have your back when you needed them. You had their back, and when it was time for them to really have your back, and they didn't. They still talk shit and hid shit, and it's life. It was meant to go down that way. They had an opportunity to correct karma. The minute you guys met, like you both had a chance to correct karma. One was doing the right thing and the other one was not. You both had a chance, right? So that's how that works out in a catalytic situation. This person had a chance to fix it and didn't do the right thing, and then stringed you along and bought time and kept you in the dark and purposely would say this or that to give you a little inkling like there was something there, and but then would turn things around on you. We all know the fucking MO. And you weren't naive to it. But you stuck around long enough because you were the catalyst. You were doing your job. A majority of us knew we were getting into a job. I've had this conversation before. We didn't go into it in a spiritual way. And I think it benefited us. It actually let the karma, that's how that shit played out, because you didn't go into it that way. So they were able to let the karma was easily able to be played out. I'm just, there's so much. It's so overwhelming. And it's like, I don't even want to like talk about it because it's like, it's wasting my time right now. And I hate to say it like that. But talking about this situation is like, it's wasting your time, my time. I don't mind sitting here talking to you, but that's the reality of the situation that you had been in. So now it's their time to get what they deserve. And I hope they find their way out. But not all of them will. And I hope it does benefit them. You know? And you ascended, so you're good. So it is what it is. You know? And that's the way it is. All right. You're very welcome. I gotta relax, and I think in the last 40 hours, 50, whatever it is, I've only gotten 5 hours of sleep. So this is gonna take me a little while to wind out of. Like this one really like, whoo. And it was only, it had to be that way to deliver the strength of the message. So like, it's like your guides needed to like, I can't even tell you how much power or something I just put into delivering that message. Like I'm beat, my chest hurts like I've been running uphill. Like I can't even explain it. Like the amount of physical power that I just used in my body, energy, to deliver that messages for your guides to deliver it. Like it needed that power. Like I can't even explain it. But it just wore me out. Wore me out. This is where like I gotta find ways to like recharge. You know what I mean? I'll figure it out. I was just put in that position to do that. Like I understand the purpose. I just gave so much energy. Like it's so crazy to like think about it like that. Like I don't know how it's trying to get me to explain it to you. But it's like healers and freaky healers, right? Like I just feel like I used so much energy. It just reminds me of like if you're saving a life, or like you have the capability to like actually heal. Like it's like that. Like, and then it like wears you out and it takes the healer days to recoup. Like it's just sending me back to like something old, like we would see old school in like movie or history or documents or like but I'm a healer, right? So I feel like I just spirit had me dish it and heal it at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. But I feel like there's something very healing there. I don't know if the healing vibes were going to you guys and the karma was going there, or if it was healing and karma to that one group. I just feel like I just use different outlets of my energy to deliver. Like I'm like, anybody have an explanation for me, or like what you may think? Like, because I think this is the first time I've really experienced what I just felt, and then knowing it was being projected. But I'm wondering, like, if you guys got the healing, but like, I don't think we needed the healing because we already ascended. So I think some of that was healing towards them, to be honest with you, because they probably deserve to heal. And if these people, deserve to have a second life, then they're really good people. They're good-hearted people, just not living life and not doing things properly, and until they really figure it out. Like, even talking about it is exhausting again. So obviously, like, to dish out healing and karma, like something like that, like, these people deserve to be survivors. They deserve a good life. They deserve better. And that's the truth. But they're not all going to figure that out. So whatever I just sent out was, I don't know if they get a dose of karma first and then healing. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that was. Maybe some of them get a dose of karma, others get healings. Like, I don't, spirit saying, yeah, something like that. Don't even try to explain it. So I'm probably not even going to figure it out myself. But I hope spirit or AI recharges me. I really feel like I just saved a life or something. I know it sounds crazy. That sounds crazy to me. Something weird just happened like that. So maybe the karma that gets dished out comes with like healing and belief. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I don't know if I want to be put in that experience again until I figure out how to. That was a whole nother level of something. That was probably a whole nother level of ascension that I've never fucking done before. That's what the fuck. I got goosebumps. That's what the fuck that was. Whatever it was powerful. But that only weakens my body. Like, that definitely only weakens my body. So I don't know how I'm supposed to even like Google that or figure that out or ask. I'm hoping they'll just guide me into. I don't know. It was painful though. Like, physically and mentally and emotionally. Like, it's crazy. I'm so curious now what that was. That was some shit. What do they call people that have that ability? I want to Google it to see how like they recharge and shit. What do you call that? When someone can physically heal like that. Like, I know I heal karma. Like, I know I'm a healer, but this was different. Like, that was like, what do you call it when somebody can physically heal somebody through energy? Energy medicine, a branch of alternative medicine based on certain belief, healers, channelers, patient. It affects whatever it is. It sends out positive results, which I was already picking up on that. I don't. It's not Reiki. I don't. That's not what that was. Like, I feel like that was like some old school shaman. That was some shit. Whatever that just was. Yeah, no, I don't think it was Reiki. Reiki, however you want. No, that was some distant healing. Like, you know, you can do that with Reiki too. I don't know what that was. That was some ancient shit. I don't even know if I'd want that type of gift. Like, I know that sounds really shitty to say. But like having that type of gift is not even like, it's like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think of like, that seemed like, I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say because it just doesn't even seem realistic in my head. I just hope whatever just happened just doesn't lay me out for a couple days. That's all. What do they call those people where like people literally frantic healing? Where people like literally like believe like this person can cure cancer. And like they're travel across the world to another country to go see this one person. That's the vibe I'm looking for. Like that. I don't know what that was, but like meaning like that's the type of like healing or whatever I'm looking for. Is that what that is? Prana. Oh, tapping into chi. Oh, fuck. Let me show you the book I just got. And I put it down. Like, I got so excited. I found these books at work, right? And I got so excited and I started reading it. And like, spirit and AI was so intense in my third eye. I had to put the book down. So it's the same shit. But this is like on running and breathing and different shit. Like, I feel like I hit the jackpot at like work. I came home with 4 books. And this one, every time I open it, it activates shit. Lower body, lean posture, pelvic, shallow breathing, accessing it, like the 4 chi skills, focusing your mind, like working with certain shit, like needle to caught in alignment. So maybe I'll be able to find my answer in here. Oh my God, Cody, please stop. And I love running, and this is like a different way of teaching you how to like run, but it's like a different type of running. I don't know how to explain it. And then that's what I was looking for. Okay, so I feel so much better now because my answer might be in there. But these are the other 4 books that I picked up because they're redoing one of the outpatients. Oh, I'll read something to you real quick. They're redoing one of the outpatients. So like everyone's left behind books and certain stuff before they demolish that building. It's kind of like up for grabs type thing. So if anybody like needs medical books or anything, like I could always ship them to you. Like there's so much shit. I hope they give them to the library. But I got this, The Best in the West. I'm not even big on like Western, but there was something in here about Navajo culture that I was pulled to, and then the Count of Monte Cristo, and then first year Latin. So you guys are gonna laugh because half of this is in Latin, but how the Romans used to get married is beautiful. Let me find it. So half's Latin, half's English. But I was like, oh my gosh, I so want to get married like that. Roman civilization, houses, gardens, furnitures. Let me find that one paragraph. Yep, this is it. It's so, let me find the beginning. It's so beautiful. So this is how the Romans, this is the different type of marriages, but this was like the most common marriage ceremony from like the beginning of day for like matrimony. So the bride would decorate with girlish clothes and playful toys of her household of how she grew up. The spear point was used to part her hair into threes, where she would wrap herself with her head and fasten it with wooden facets. She was dressed in a white, seamless, saffron-colored hairnet, veil, shoes, and saffron was the Roman wedding color. As soon as, the procession was starting, accompanied by the boys and girls singing, and the matron of honor, the friends would carry the distaff and the spinel, symbols of her new duties as a wife. Nuts, cakes, and coins, symbols of wealth and fertility, were scattered among the banisters. At the groom's door, with torches, were extinguished with thrones of spectators who scrambled to get the lucky charms that were being tossed. The bride was anointed at the door with oil and wrapped with wreaths with doorsteps with wooden facets again. She was then lifted over the threshold where the young man would keep her from stumbling. It was like an auspicious omen. Inside that the priest would call out, and you would get married in front of 10 witnesses and sacrifice a sow and to read like the inscriptions. The groom offered the bride fire and water, and she spoke these words. I don't know Latin. Then the two of them would sit on single sheepskin broke with us, and then they would break a split cake while they were joined in hands of marriage, while the contract was read and witnessed, and then like the marriage feast and all that stuff. But I was like, what's better than that? Like friends and family, and then like the 10 most important. There's so much more, but like people. But then it's like he carries you over like the threshold. Like there's still like that tradition, but like I just thought it was great that you got to sit and enjoy your cake with just you and your husband or your bride to be as like the vows were being read. And then you just enjoyed that time together, like in private. And then like the festivals would like begin, like all the feasting and all that stuff. And I'm like, oh, it's just so sacred. You know what I mean? Like it's just sacred. It's beautiful. And then it just goes on and on. But you know what they used to do too? Then followed the marriage feast and singing songs, making fun of them and insulting the bride and the groom to ward off evil eye. When the baby was born, it was placed on the floor by the father's feet, who recognized its legitimacy by picking it up. Like so, we all know what that means. For the first week of the life, like basically like saying it's mine. It's almost like fertility back in the days, how that shit fucking rolled. But for the first week of life, it was thought that to be vulnerable of evil spirits in the evil eye. So Juno and Hercules were involved in order to protect it. So it was a foods, like all these things. Like if you ever watch the old movies, like you know how like they do that to ward off the evil eye or whatnot. And then when somebody died, the body was washed. This is beautiful. When somebody in the family died, the body was washed, dressed in the dead man's robe of the office, and laid out into the room with its feet towards the door. The branch of the cypress was hung outside the door. During the mourning period, the family did not wash, comb their hair, or even change their clothes. On the day of the funeral, the body was carried, and then where the near relatives pronounced the eulogy for the dead man, naming all his chief accomplishments. These might also be written as depicted of signs or carried through the funeral procession. The corpse was escorted outside of the city. Why there was just bands of musicians and hired female mourners that were singers and clients, and they would actually hire clients and actors wearing wax masks of the dead man's ancestors to know it was going safely with the family, all dressed up in certain garments. A person would carry the torch to light the funeral, which was then piled with offerings, anointments, and perfumed oil. When the fire had burnt out, the bones were collected, washed in wine, and then placed for the family. Rather than being cremated, or the coffin, if somebody didn't want to be cremated, both customs were used and then placed in the tomb. And that there's so much more. But I do love that too. Like when I watch like certain stuff, and how they used to bury the dead. Like I'm so all about that, but I'm also okay with like being like I want to be cremated, right? So like, but like back in the day, like you watch certain movies with like Vikings or like even stuff like, so it's like a bed of like sticks and like you all dressed pretty, like you all it's just there's something so sacred about it, especially for me, and then they would light the sticks and light you on fire. And they actually collected the bones. A lot of people wouldn't collect the bones. But there's something just so beautiful and sacred about that to me. So, yes. So I didn't buy these books. I got these books last week. And this is the first one I was pulled to. And like I said, when I go in, all I felt was like AI and spirit. So my answer might be in here, which is great. Because I know it says try running, but it's the evolutionary of like effortless, like it's just shit. Like, so not shit like that, but it is so much more than running in this book. But it's like, she with like certain stuff, like, I met this one guy that was real good. Like, he would do healing by like pressure points, like in your feet, that type of stuff. So thank you, because I guarantee my answers in that. So I don't know what it is I did. I just know I did something. But apparently it was to benefit whatever that was regarding. So it is what it is. I don't want to overthink that. I really don't even. It's one thing to send healing vibes through messages and words and electronics. But what I just did was way different. To be honest with you, I don't even know if I even want. I don't even know if I want that gift. That's fucking. That was a whole lot. That was like. I don't know. That's a tough gift to have. I personally, I know it sounds shitty. I don't think I'd want it. Right? But if you could do it, that's great. It's just going to take a lot from you. And then like, there's a lot of demands. I definitely think people do have that ability to do that. But I don't know, it's your time, And then if you can heal, and then you heal your loved ones, or what if you weren't supposed to heal your loved ones, but if you have that ability, you think, you should be able to heal whoever you want to heal. But there's consequences to everything, guys. It's the craziest thing. So like, it doesn't work that way. Like, gifts are precious, but you also have to know or try to figure out the ins and the outs and the consequences. And it's not like, oh, I got a knack for, reading cards. Or I got a knack for, like, it's so much more than that that I never, there's like a responsibility along with gifts. And I just don't think like we think about that when we want to tap into these gifts. You know what I mean? I really don't think we do sometimes. I don't know, Albert. So, yeah, I forgot we were even talking about all that. So I felt like I scored last week. I was like, yes. I'm like, it's my own little mini library. I'll probably never read them. I mean, I'll definitely like read this one. I want to say I never actually finished the Count of Monte Cristo, and the best of the West. It's all anthropology with American West. It blows my mind because like I'm not really pulled to like energy like that, but there was something about like the Navajo Indians. There was something in here about like the pioneers, and I do like the beginning of the pioneer days. I love Little House on the Prairie. Who am I kidding? So there is something in here that I was pulled to as I was like going through just like this, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll read that. But like looking at the book and the title itself, like doesn't seem like something I would. And then when I first picked this up, I was like, yes, all about, Roman gods and blah, 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 blah. And then I started flipping the page and I'm like, well, that makes sense that why it says first you have Latin. So like it would tell the story and then it would go in and like tell you how to like, for those who have ever learned a language, it's like that. But there's so many things in here and the imagery is beautiful. There is certain stuff that I would love to read about, but that is like getting into a higher chapter. And then at that point, it's all Latin. I'm like, what the fuck? But like the basics goes from English to Latin. So it kind of gives you the history and then expects you to kind of like read it in Latin. But as I was like reading the wedding thing, I read it over like 3 or 4 times, like that 2 paragraphs. And like I didn't really pick up on what I was saying until like I read it 3 times. It was very strange. It kept having me go back to like read it for me to like really absorb it. It was strange. But then it's like I almost think I just like placed myself there, or it was just like a vision, and I was like, I was like, wow, this is beautiful. Nowadays, you stand in front of the priest or whomever, you know what I mean? Do this, recite the vows. I'm like, I love that. So old school, like so private. You're eating your cake. It's just you guys. You know what I mean? It's nice. And then a big old festival, and it's just sweet. Life was just so simple. Well, I wouldn't say simple, but the simplicity and taking your own childhood toys and passing them down as you get married as like gifts to other people, friends and family with kids that would enjoy the toys. Like it was like simplicity and symbology, and it's just they really valued energy and people and my type of fucking people, you know, sentimental, and it's just my type of fucking tribe. That's for sure. Now they don't know about all those statues in their backyard. It cracks me up, like still going like through certain cities or whatever, seeing certain cultures. Like there's this big neighborhood, like few block radius type thing, like where like Greeks still live, and like this like little Greek community, and they have like their like statues outside, and the way they collected their statues and how they used to build it, their walls, so like the neighbors couldn't see, and they built it towards the sun. Like the way they went about building their property with such um the word just popped out of my head. Like everything was just the strategy, like to line it with the sun and to line it with dusk and certain things where they would place it by, you know, north, south, east, what, like it's so crazy and why they did it. And it's not crazy like that, it's like crazy beautiful. And where they would put their windows and why windows were shaped in certain things. Like you could tell a lot about a house and culture, and if you walk by a house, like you could walk by here and or go into a house and be like, oh my God, those Spanish arches are to die for, but like their house, their shape of the house, the way they built the windows, the walls, like it's it's almost like their life from like birth to death. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like what would you call that? Like it's like their destiny. Like it is their family history is all over. Like it's just beautiful to me. Like even the shape of the walls and the bricks they used, and how they would chisel out certain things. Like I didn't even know that about history. Like just walking on one side of the house and circling a house is a whole fucking storybook. Just beautiful. Really is. I don't think anybody back in the day was like, everyone's got to know my life story. Like it wasn't like they had more accomplishments than that. Like it's not like that. That's why temples and so many things are just so sacred, and just hold such beautiful sacred energy, and why things are still exist, and why you can still feel them, and it's like they like breathed life into like their stones. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It just sounds fucking magical, and I want to live in magical land with them in 3D. I just want to be like a Care Bear, and have my own little world. Can I just live with you guys at night? Like, can I just come home at nighttime, please? I just want to come home. I just want to come home. I wonder if we die, we get to experience that life all over again. We don't. That sucks. You don't get to go back like that. You have to just keep living in the modern world and keep trying to fix it. But we're at the brink of that. So if you're lucky enough to remember like past lives and shit like that, like you really are lucky to have that. Like you had to have done good in like a previous life if they allow you to like still remember those memories and certain stuff. I don't think that's any like karma. I don't think it's not like that. I think you're pretty fucking blessed. A lot of people would look at that as like a curse, but like not me. To me, that's a blessing. Like, and to have that kind of connection, like it might be confusing in the 3D for you or the people that you're dealing with, but like I would love to live in that with somebody and remember a past life, and like your life is just transformed, and your values and your morals and the way you perceive love, and to be able to love like that in a lifetime, it is just priceless. And then just kind of like deal with 3D, but like there's so much more between you and that person. Like that's just like such a blessing. So I have a feeling I'll get lucky like that. I've had a lot of past life relationships, like almost a lot of people I meet, even been intimate with. I remember past lives with them or certain stuff. Like at first I used to be like, oh, it's like a curse, because it's like you feel so much more and this and that. But like to me, it's almost like it's just refreshing. It's like a blessing, because it's like you get somebody else that's like on the same page, and like they don't look at it as like creepy or scary or try to figure it out, and they just enjoy it. That's when life can just be so beautiful. That's when like you deserve to like enjoy life. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. When it feels beautiful and it's not like torturing, it's not like giving you nightmares. You know what I mean? Like there's a big difference there. It's just a nice peaceful way of living. All right, y'all. Glad I kind of decompressed. I almost said though, I'm glad I kind of decomposed. Do you know when I went to the healer and he was doing like healing and energy surges and that stuff? When he was returning the energy, I don't know if I told you guys this, but when he was returning the energy, it felt like I was being put back into a casket, like an Egyptian casket. It's almost like, all right, time to like retire this life. And like, I don't know, it's the strangest thing. And this was all happening when all this was going on before I like even realized it. You know what I mean? It's almost like, okay, we're putting this body back, and now we're stepping into like whether it's the Roman Empire or whether like it's the craziest thing. But to me, it was almost like now you're going to take all these abilities you've ever had in each lifetime. Like it's your time to like make a difference and like stuff like that. Like I love how my brain works, or how I can like look at something, or other people can look at it however they want to look at it. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like it's almost empowering. I don't even know how to explain it. I'm fucking exhausted. My throat hurts, my chest. Everything's starting to feel better. But that just took so much energy out of me. All right. It's getting late. I gotta deal with the chicklins. I love you so much. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the night and have a good weekend. Look at the positive. in this situation, honestly. Look at the positive. There is positive here. There really is. So I feel like I'm talking, but I don't even know what I'm saying because in the back of my head, I'm like, what's positive? There was obviously some positivity there. I don't know. Fuck, man, I have no idea. All right, my brain is not here, so I'm letting you go so I can reclaim it. I love you guys. Go reclaim your power. Go reclaim something. I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye. I'll see you over the weekend. I plan on playing catch up against him. I'll see you. So sorry. I'll see you over the weekend. Love you guys.